What's up guys? Today we're camping south of Perth at a little place called The Front Yard. And what are we cooking today, Bianca?
We're going to make a red wine beef casserole. Very simple meal, but awesome for camping, awesome for home, awesome for restaurant.
Yeah, pretty versatile.
Anywhere.
You can scale up the ingredients if you want to make more. We're going to make a 2-person serve. Yeah, nice and easy. Let's get to it. Okay, first things first, let's get all the ingredients out and run through what you actually need to prepare this meal. So first you need some diced beef or steak. So for us, we've pre-cut a couple of steaks we just had in the freezer. You can buy pre-cut meat that looks exactly like that from your supermarket. You're also going to need a couple of veggies. We only have potatoes, so that's all that's got in ours, but you can easily add capsicum, carrot, onions, garlic, you name it, you can pretty much chuck it in. We're also going to have a bit of rice to go on the side of this casserole. Of course, you're going to need some red wine to go in your red wine casserole. This is a 2018 Limestone Coast Cabernet Sauvignon. Some tomato paste. You basically, well, this box comes with pre-defined sachets. We're just using one because it's just for a 2-person serve. If you have this and you're making it for 4, just double. You probably could have figured that out yourself.
TMI.
Crushed tomatoes, tin you can get from your supermarket. I think that's all from there. Of course, you're gonna need some salt and pepper, some rosemary, some thyme. You can mix and match your herbs, you know. See whatever tickles your fancy. You're gonna need some Worcestershire sauce, some beef stock cubes, probably just one actually. Don't stress if you haven't got a whole box, and some olive oil. And I think that's everything. Not forgetting anything?
Not that I can think of.
There we go.
Before we start cooking, number 1 priority.
Okay, now our hands are clean. The first thing we need to do is get your potatoes or whatever veggies you're wanting to chop up all chopped. So we'll grab the knife out of here, chopping board. Give your veggies a little wash, especially at the moment. Okay, next thing we're going to do is season the meat with salt, pepper and rosemary. So we've got our meat pre-cut in the bowl here. We're just going to crack some salt in there. Crack a bit of pepper as well. And a bit of rosemary for a fresh taste. Now get your hands in there and mix it all around. Make sure that salt, pepper and rosemary is coating all 4 sides of your meat. Okay, time to get cooking. So obviously we can't have a fire in the front yard, so today we're cooking on the Coleman Hyper Flame. Great bit of kit.
Once it gets nice and hot and the oil starts to sizzle, then I'll add my meat. Now. Alright, now we've got our meat browned on all sides, it's time to add all the rest of the ingredients. Kind of do this in any order, all going in the same pot. One. I don't know how much. It's supposed to be like a spoon. I don't know. Probably want to bring it up to a simmer and then just let it simmer for a couple of hours, or however longer you leave it, the slower you cook it, the softer the meat will be and the more juicy everything is. Alright, forgot my flour. What you can do is, if you want to thicken it up a little bit, put a little bit of plain flour in. It's supposed to be 1 spoon, but I haven't measured anything else so far, so that's already good. So once everything's in, then we just want to turn the heat down as low as possible. Put that lid on, leave it for a couple of hours. Good to go. I'm just going to add a bit of extra water to ours. It's getting a little bit thick and it's still got a fair bit of cooking to do. So we'll add a bit extra. Probably should add more than that. I probably could use the bigger cup measurement. There we go. Now just help the water up a little bit so that you don't end up with like a dry cake of beef at the end.
Alright, so our casserole has been simmering away for just about an hour now. So we're going to check and have a look to see how it's going. That lid off. Oh yeah, that's looking good. These potatoes are getting nice and cooked there. Now it's a good point to give it a nice stir around. Okay, so our casserole's been going for about an hour there, just on a very low heat, and we reckon that looks pretty much done. So what we're gonna do now, chuck that lid back on, and we're gonna turn that heat off. There's so much heat in that cast iron that will stay hot for a long time. Watch your head on the roof. So now we're just gonna prepare a bit of rice to go along with our casserole. Rice is super easy to make in a pot. So for 2 of us, we're gonna make 1 cup of rice, which is good because that's about all we have left in our packet. So 1 cup rice, and this is the important part we're doing on the stove. We're gonna pour that rice into a strainer and just give it a bit of a rinse just under the tap here before we cook it. Just to get rid of all that starch and all that, all those stuff that makes your rice gluggy if you don't rinse it. Get it in there, give it a stir around. Okay, once your rice is rinsed, chuck it into your pot, and 1 part rice to 1.5 parts water. So we've done just under a cup of rice. So we want just under 1.5 cups of water. There's 1. Okay, that water's come up to the boil nicely now. So I've turned the heat down to a bit of a simmer, just to keep the water boiling at about that level. If you have it cranked to the max, it's gonna build this massive amount of foam and just erupt everywhere. So just keep it down nice and manageable. All right, now we're just gonna chuck the lid on. Bit of a makeshift lid, but it'll do the job. And let that sit lid on for about 6 or 7 minutes, or until it looks like rice in there. Okay, that rice has been going for about 5 or 6 minutes now. Time to have a look and see how she's going. That looks pretty good to me. Nice fluffy rice. There's a bit of moisture still in there, so we might give it another couple of minutes. But yeah, pretty much done. Easy as that.
Rice cake. What are we gonna do with it?
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Alright, that's a great success. 1 hour in the oven, plus a bit of resting time.
The meat is so tender.
Meat just falls apart. Yeah, give it a go. Nice and easy.
Happy camping. Wait, we got this.
Another potato. That's why you don't have your heat too high.